So welcome back to Birth Me Code. I'm back in this route, mainly because I want to see what these other keys will do. I believe last time we took the A key. I think he had an I key, he got the A key. I think we got the G key. I like my key. I like the G key more, I think. It's kind of familiar, too. Oh, really? That's a bummer. I wanted to trade for it. The A key for your G key. You know, A like Ancora. Well, alright, that's okay by me. I mean, they're just keys, and we don't know what they do, so I don't mind. Okay. Oh, they just trade anyways. Disappointing. Disappointing. Yeah, this was the other choice I did. And that didn't really give us that unique a dialogue. It just kind of skipped a tryst dialogue, so to speak. So there isn't really much point in that, to say the least. But here, I guess the I and the A key give you the same result, because NVIDIA getting the G key gets him out of bounds, gets him killed, so to speak. So, on that note, I think we clear the save. Yeah, it's really... Oh, we can't set that anymore. Yeah, but we're pretty much locked into that end. So let's go here. Ditch that. And start from scratch with our key. Let's go Vidi. Tryst. Lux. We'll do more Lux bonding. And then we're just gonna go here. Way back in time when the good son was alive. We're not gonna get the route spoiler from the flowchart. We're just gonna hack Lux, which we should be able to do. Which means it's puzzle time. Hell yeah. Muzzle tough. Oh. Alphabet and water. The alphabet is shorter than water. Thank you. I mean, it feels like the obvious answer is to arrange all of these. False. Okay, this is interesting. Alright. You have my attention now, game. IJKLMN. Wait. Wait, it's literally... Yeah, what? Let me get out of here. Get me out of here. What the fuck is going on? Okay, it literally started out the way I thought it was supposed to be. Okay. I-J-K-L-M-N-O. A to Z. A to Z. I get it. Is this it? Please tell me it's it. Yeah! Touchdown. You solved it! Okay, that one was clever. It took me a bit to get, but that one was clever. Mendacity. Alright, what were you hiding from us, Lux? Smile and shine, Ursine. The establishment had shut its doors following the atrocities. I recall that as well. It constitutes the main reason for which I ponder upon the reasoning behind our presence in this disaster. Gula and Luxuria were together as expected. The cow-themed girl was deep in the subject of the school's ruined appearance. If bombs went off in the three wings of the school... If bombs went off in three wings out of four, why was the fourth one not destroyed? Perhaps the explosives were defective. I honestly cannot presume to even imagine, to even consider, to even wonder. The two of them quieted a little as they approached the hallway they'd been in first. Passing by Ira and Superbia, it made it seem like they didn't want the two others to hear what they were talking about. Ah, it seems we made the right choice. Once they were in Wing A proper, Luxuria changed the subject. And what about Cora, then? What do you think of her? Her helmet's the same as the girl we killed, huh? We killed? I beg you not to endeavor at revealing our actions to everyone. What? Refrain from speaking of that sordid outcome. Don't worry, Ula. Nobody can hear us here. We're way too far from the rest of them. In that case, perhaps she has tricked us. No, that's impossible. The girl with us definitely died, beheaded like that. Perhaps your tour de force has shrunken the opposition down by a ninth. We should not squander the advantage we hold upon that personage. Luxuria was examining the small room on the side, which didn't look like it had much in it. There was a large window beside it, but looking through it didn't reveal anything since it was blocked off too. Changing the subject once again, Luxuria addressed Gula while pointing at the door. I want to get in there. You should do something about it. What? How do you two know each other? Do you truly believe I could remove this obstacle simply by wishing for its disappearance? Just use your giant chest to break through the door, hey now. Gula held an arm across her chest as if to block its view, an action that was bound for failure simply based on its size. Your fixation with my bust is becoming quite a nuisance, Lux. Never mind the fact that you're definitely the real culprit behind the darkened areas of this article. Of clothing. What? You're definitely the real culprit behind the darkened areas of the... What? Did you blame me for wanting to have a little fun? Oh, did you fucking magic marker to the white top? Besides, I didn't see you complaining before now. Gula hesitated a little before holding her hips contemplatively. You are quite the impossible scamp, Lux. I may regret allowing you an iota of freedom. What is with you two? As long as it does not turn to complacency, I will assume the risk. If it means anything, I'm super thankful for that. Still, we should focus on the main thing at hand. Is that main thing just how cute you are? I still cannot get over how cute you are. Is it on purpose? Cute things such as you are dangerous. So I should really not let you play me like a fiddle, but I can't help it. So cute that you're forgetting your usual vocabulary. Ah, that is correct. Apologies for that. I shall endeavor in not exposing myself so readily. That'll be hard with the clothes you have, I think. Gula was definitely embarrassed at those words, both of her arms unsteadily crossing on her chest. The girl even averted her gaze for a short moment. These clothes. I am fully aware they are not very flattering. You won't see me complain, Anula. Besides, I like girls like you. I like them a lot. Do you understand what I'm saying? I feel weird. The cow-themed girl's embarrassment grew tenfold at that, and a long pause followed the admission. Luxuria noticed, eventually clearing her throat. Ah, sorry, I shouldn't have been so forward. No, it's okay. It's perfectly fine, though I don't really swing that way. Did you ever try? Someone like me, I mean. I feel weird. Not really. Life is full of possibilities, Zula. If you haven't tried, can you truly say you don't like that? I feel really weird. Besides, I'm cute, right? It should be fine then. I feel uncomfortable. What am I even watching? For a moment it looked as though Luxuria might have gotten through to Gula. The latter sighed as if admitting defeat. Perhaps. You truly are dangerous, aren't you? I believe we have more important things to focus on, such as the unearthing of an escape route. Let's talk about it again later, then. Pinky swear? Pinky swear. The duo resumed their search by entering a nearby unlocked classroom. Looking around the place, the two of them turned everything over. They did find a me card hidden inside the teacher's desk. How strange. Maybe I should leave it here. Pray elaborate on the reasoning behind that ridiculous notion. I think we could use it to our advantage. This is an additional me card for us later, and if not, at least it's a way to keep everyone in here, since we won't get 39 cards without this one. To keep everyone incarcerated, I could understand the thought, but for which purpose? It feels like it would be more fun if we'd make full use of these 6 hours, no? I find myself somewhat reticent. Your inactions never cease to bring me the utmost worry, Lux. Both for the others and my own self. And are you sure you don't want to date me still? I can guarantee you just one date will let you know all about what it's like with people like me, too. I feel uncomfortable. Worry not, Lux. I suppose I can ponder on that embarrassing subject just for you. Clearly, for all high schoolers of some sort, Lux is definitely on the older side. I mean, that's really the only justification for her going off like this. I remain unconvinced for now, however, so please pardon my self-imposed exclusion. Luxuria is proving to be a proverbial thorn in my side. Perhaps it's a good idea to try and steer the group towards voting her out. She's clearly winning Gula over already. They are too close, and she's the boss. And just like Gula keeps repeating, Luxuria is looking extremely dangerous right now. She's the reason why the 9th one died, huh? All of a sudden, frequencies switched, interrupting the feed, which cut had restored to Ancora's helmet. I feel weird. Let's skip ahead, then. Now I wanted to show you the bonus solution to puzzle number 5. As it follows with a little clever twist in logic that we got the first time. Now once you clear them the first time, and as you remember, the original solution was A to Z, and then H, I, J, K, L, M, L, M, N, O. Now the hint here, mix a secondary drink with water. As we know, this was the alphabet. This turned out to be water. So, look at what we have in here. Now if I did this right, yep, we mixed milk with water, and that gives us our bonus solution. We interrupt this program for another bonus puzzle solution. Now, it's all relative, so we do E equals mc squared. I described this one, but the base solution, x minus v equals 5. That's Roman numerals. E equals mc squared. Really, in the original solution, we just balance these, make valid equations, and we're done. Now, in the bonus, your new directive, ignore the middle equals and add by default. And this is where it gets tricky. Also, this means that instead of when we're downright subtracting, we're adding. So this is x plus e plus 2 equals v. This is still treated as a minus sign. So, if we reason this out, m, c, d, e, f, g, j, j, 10, m is 13. So C is obviously 3. V is... V is 22. A big jump from 5. X is 24. E is 5. And now we have to construct two valid equations from all of the given properties. The obvious one we can do. X minus V equals 2. Now. E is 5, C is 3. 5, 5, 10, 3 gives us 13, which is m. So in theory, unless they're picky about, yep, it lines up. There's your bonus solution for that puzzle. Yep, that is definitely a head. We're back here again. It sure was a head containing the pot of formaldehyde. It was kind of hard to tell because the hair was covering the entire side. Let's see, underneath it, a few words. First eliminate 2, huh? Nothing's familiar about this presentation. Can't exactly put my finger on it. Did you hear me, Lux? On the side, an apprehensive Luxuria nodded her head to confirm that she had heard what was underneath the pot. And Cora closed the door again, deciding against dragging the head outside for any extended period of time. Well, that's that. First eliminate 2, let's remember that. Let's look at this again. Hey, Bia, come take a look at this. Here we go! Superbia walked over to the desk, looking over at Cora's shoulder at what she was pointing towards. It's a closed cabinet. Peekaboo! She flung open the door, and the severed head and the formaldehyde came into view. Superbia jumped back in surprise before punching the back of Ancora's head. The blonde girl fell to the ground, feeling the harsh resonant vibrations coursing through the interior of the helmet. You imbecile! Worth it. Can you do it again? Okay, I've had my fun. Let's look at something else now. Darn. Alright, that's all I wanted to show off. We'll resume our regularly scheduled vote, then. Back on our current timeline. Okay. I think we should talk about it quickly, then. Let us proceed. We don't have a lot of time. I think Cora is the mastermind. Let's vote for her. So really, the setup we've had so far, going down the Ira dies first route, was that Superbia is the clear problem, and we need to take out Ira to get her under control. But what we started to learn gradually is that there was an even bigger problem on our hands, and that was Luxuria. I guess I'm in. Loath as I am to admit it, I hold no objections. Of course you don't. Wait, that's way too hasty. Where's that coming from? I don't think the mastermind is Cora. Sounds a little too quick to me, too. It's because her name doesn't fit with the sins? Do you have another option, then? If not, we'll vote for the most suspicious one, and that right now is totally Cora. She's way too good with the puzzle we had to do, and her name basically screams Pandora. Something like that, I guess. I am none too bothered over my vote unless your common opinion aims the proverbial firearm at my own self. You guys really should care more, because the faster the real mastermind dies, the earlier we're out of here. Besides, none of this really makes her the mastermind, does it? Yeah, we're only two who think that way. What about the others? Ava? Lux? We don't have any other choice. It's gotta be her, right? Who else could it be among all of us? I'm not sure about my vote just yet, but I'll go with what the majority decides. It could be any of us. But first I'd like to hear out what Cora has to say about it. They're all latching on to the first option that saves them personally. How despicably self-centered. And Cora had to think fast. She hated stressful situations, but she had no choice now. So far, it looked like everyone except Invidia and Tristitia were going to vote for her. She needed to tip the balance to convince at least two of the others to vote for someone else. Was there anything she could say in her defense, while putting the blame onto someone else? I guess this will all depend on what I've seen and learned so far. Don't you guys think it's weird how Bia is taking the lead and trying to steer you? Explain your reasoning. You're looking to kill the real Pandora, right? She was all on board about treating the previous death as Pandora, but now she's trying to have me killed. I'm not Pandora anyway. That is an interesting twist, that Luxuria was definitely responsible for their third person dying. I don't understand, but that definitely changes the narrative. The narrative of the ninth person is in fact involved in some way, and died willingly. Ahem. You can say whatever you want. You never mind you that you're the most suspicious one in here. You already said your reasoning, but can you elaborate a bit? I'm not an idiot, so I noticed your name was weird. It sounds like Pandora, for one. It's also not a deadly sin. And also, you haven't been exploring with the others earlier. I saw you hanging around by the bathrooms. It's like you don't need to do it because you know everything already. Refuting those points quickly is mandatory. It's only so little time, though. We're overlooking something here. The choice might apparently be between myself and Bia, but there's someone else who's suspicious. What are you talking about? In detective novels, when you get to the end, the culprit is always someone you don't suspect. If you think about it that way, this means someone in our group is much more suspicious than they originally appeared. I know 3 things that make that person super suspicious. Which would be... Out with it already! Time's a ticking! The entire group is willing to give Ancora. Cytheria listened since no one interrupted her other than Superbia. Well, I don't know how to explain this. Someone in our group has already committed murder. This time even Superbia remained silent. Oh, Gula reacted. Everyone was waiting for Ancora to speak. To be more specific, I mean like, not long ago. Earlier, in fact. Do you remember how Lux and Ula left their room without a third party? Are you perchance accusing us of having committed the villainous crime of murder? Suburbia answered promptly, interrupting Gula. I always thought that was super suspicious. She is quick to agree. That's good, that's promising. That's a little strange and merits investigation. But that's for later. I mean, maybe she's just latching on to the most suspicious thing in the room right now. And you have pointed that finger at Lux and Gula. It's a bigger fish to fry right now. The puzzle wasn't even that hard to put together either. The answer was clearly my emptiness, so why did they get it wrong and die? It's because someone hid parts of the answer? This line of inquiry is a falsification of the truth. The third member of our group died from a wrongful answer, and it was their mistake. I don't know about that, but I think at best someone caused that death to see if things were dangerous for real. Like a guinea pig. Anyway, there are two other things. Gula quieted again. She was possibly weighing her options in opposing that thought. Luxuria said nothing the whole time, not being one for confrontation. The second thing is that Lux and Ula are quite close together. So close that they think they're forming a team, and that's dangerous, isn't it? For the votes. It means they have power. No, we're not. We only explored the school together earlier. And even if I do that, I wouldn't do anything bad, I swear. Superbia cleared her throat and spoke. She was still jumping at any opportunity to pin votes on anyone other than her. Yeah. I think I paused in the middle of a word there, so apologies if that came out weird. She was still jumping at any opportunity to pin votes on anyone other than her. It was slightly grating to Ancora since she wanted to finish putting forth her arguments. I can't be sure of that. Reminder, we're all in my emptiness here. You're the calmest, coolest, most innocent butterfly of the group. Like hell. Cuteness is a weapon too. We can't say how it'll go, that's correct. Sorry, Lux, we have to think about that too. Fair. And no, it's okay. You're just doing what's logical. But sometimes logic isn't worth anything, you know? Unlike the rest of the ones talking to her, Luxuria adopted a stance based on emotions. Sometimes you can't deduce everything with logic. Doesn't make a lick of sense. Like just how you're making these wild guesses about Ula and me, too. You can't know any of the things Cora says, can you? Well, that's true. Aren't you confirming them now? Luxuria took a small pause to mull over that. And Cora was right. She was falling for the bait. So what then? What does it matter if I confirm it? Maybe I like Ula. I'm sure you people like others too, and that doesn't make you into a murderer. Superbia remained silent, not wishing to get in the way of the little debate. Everyone had forgotten they were on a tight leash time-wise. Lux, that's enough. Other topics merit our attention. Gula tried to quiet Luxuria, almost visibly embarrassed, but she wanted to hear none of it. And besides, why am I under such scrutiny right now? You still haven't answered that, huh? I'm small, is that why? You're picking on me because I'm small. No, it's because you've been meddling with this thing we're a part of. For all we know, you two murdered the 9th person in cold blood. I'm suspecting you way more than Ula. What's it to you, big tits? Insults flew at Ancora, all of which quickly grew into a tantrum. Well, damn. You blonde normie girl with big tits, what do you want picking on me like that, eh now? You really want to pin this on me that bad, huh? You found a me card, didn't you? Yes, I used it. No, I mean, in a teacher's desk within an empty classroom, you found a me card and told no one. Something like, it feels like it would be more fun if we make full use of these 6 hours, no? Ooh! A chilly pause so glacial it could have rivaled the North Pole settled at after Ancora said those words. Oh, damn! It took a few moments for her to understand that she said something she definitely couldn't have known. Oh no! Mistakes were made. I shouldn't have been thinking that much about what I've seen when I hacked into Luxuria's helmet. Now it's too late, since the topic's already brought up. Guess I'll just have to think something up. As they all hesitated, Gula silently pushed a button on her console as if to vote early. Well, wasn't clear for whom yet, and Cora. Luxuria eventually broke the awkward pause, but this time it took her to refute it. It was already telling its own... By the time it took her to refute it, was already telling its own story. I never said that. Renounce to it, Lux. She's clearly aware of the events that transpired. I know not how nor why, but even you should admit defeat where due. No way! I won't admit defeat because I'm not defeated. Maybe Gula turned on Lux. You're all going with this? How crazy is this, really? She's just spouting a bunch of nonsense. The small girl smashed her hand against the console, the sheer strength behind it causing a worrying cracking noise from it. Maybe it's best to sit back and watch how things go now. You were using your cuteness to manipulate us, and I don't like that. I'm the only one allowed to do that. But only if all that was true. I can't see why Cora would lie. Because her stupid big chest is under fire. That's why she needs to lie. I'll agree with whatever Bea is proposing. Of course you will. I'm just gotta apologize for anything weird that comes through. I'm still kinda trying to figure my way out with this, setting up recording on a new computer. It seems like there's still some hiccups, but hopefully everything else came through well. Anyway, where were we? I'll agree with whatever Bea is proposing. Guys, we have 20 seconds left. You're making a mistake. It's Cora who should die. She's the one manipulating you. Sorry, but all we have is stuff against you. And if she lies about it, we'll deal with her too, just like we're dealing with your little bitch ass. Oh. The horse and the lion entered their vote, followed by the rabbit after a brief pause with her hand on the buttons. With this many stacked against her, Luxuria lost her mind. This isn't what it was supposed to be. You're making a big mistake. Nvidia put his vote in. And just like that, everyone had voted except for Cora and Luxuria. The latter still screaming bloody murder. This isn't fair. I'll get you for that. I'll take you all on. I'll break you and I'll make you take your last breath. You're going to die. Even if I die, I'll come back and... Would you please shut up? You're digging your own grave even deeper. Cora, vote and let it be done. And you! You, Cora! Not even hell has a place for what I'll do to you. Ignoring the girl's words, Cora voted. Well, screens above the voting console settled onto Luxuria's symbol. It was clear what was to follow. It was her execution. Every shotgun but the victims released their hold, leaving the participants to witness the macabre outcome. It took only a moment for the gunshot to come. It sounded like it had shot Luxuria at point-blank range, but in reality there were no bullet holes in the helmet she wore. Time slowed down. Eventually everything froze. Neck the Snake. Hello. Who are you? I don't know. Some say my name is Pandora. Hi, Pandora. I'm dead, aren't I? Depends on who you are. Oh, right. Who am I? I think. My name was something like Marco? No, I don't think so. That sounds wrong. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. You don't remember your name. I know your name. It's Nico. Nico? Nico? That's cute. I was cute then. I take it? Yes, very cute. How'd you get in this game, Nico? That's a good thing. At least I was cute, and people loved me. I don't know if it's such a good thing. Huh? What do you mean? Don't you want to be cute too? I don't need to be cute. I'm dead. But what I mean is, cuteness is both a gift and a curse. Maybe you think people liked you for you, but maybe they only liked you because you were cute. Ooh. Oh shit. Well, that does sound bad, yeah. How do you know if it's one or the other? I don't think there really are signs. Though, if people gave you a pass because you were cute... A pass? Like what? They let you get away with horrible things because you were cute. Isn't that what happened to you? Ah, maybe. Now that you're mentioning it. That's true. People trusted me a lot because I was cute. Remember that now. So you weaponized your cuteness, didn't you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It's not like it matters to me now that I'm dead. You never know. But you're right. Whatever you did, people forgave you. Whatever you said, people deafened themselves. It was all because you were cute. In reality, what was inside wasn't so cute, was it? Clearly no. No, I guess not. I wasn't cute inside. I have hatred. A lot of hatred. It's boiling over. No, you don't anymore. Now you're dead. We're running out of time. Out of time? That's right. You have to pass on sometime. I see. You're right again. Yes, I like to pass on. But will it be scary? Who knows? I've never passed on. Hopefully, I'll make it through just because I'm cute. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. You've surrendered your right to live. I'll now carry your memory. Thanks. I still have a lot to say about that. What was that all about? As time resumed its flow, the aftermath of the vote's outcome rang through Ancora's head again. Among the group was a dead body. No longer on its solid two legs, it had fallen, limp against the surface of the floor below. Due to the state of the body, the survivors were looking at each other, unsure if Luxuria had truly passed on. Oh! That thought was eclipsed from everyone's mind when a sudden explosion completely obliterated the small one's head. Dust and smoke filled the air, giving the terrifying scene an even chillier atmosphere. In Luxuria's final moments in front of the shotgun she had been thrashing about, the position of the body made it look more grotesque than it really was. On the neck was also a pool of red, a pool that none of the survivors dared approach. I guess the first question we'll pose is Ancora actually seeing these memory scenes? Droplets had spattered over the ground, remnants of the horrible blast. All of them were drying already, staining the floor with the ichor of life, or the ichor of death. However, Ancora wasn't dealing with any of the sights. She was looking elsewhere. She was looking left, then right. She was in a state close to hyperventilation. She had seen things she didn't recognize. She had heard a voice that couldn't have spoken. She was completely lost in her head, incapable of understanding what had transpired. What was that? What was that vision? A vision? That wasn't a vision. It was real. Right? Ancora shook her head. Others approached her. She pushed them away with an arm in her confusion. Don't touch me! I've seen her. I've heard her. I even know her real name. It's Nico. How? What's going on? What did you see? Something weird? I spoke to her. No, it wasn't me. It felt like it was me, but it wasn't me. She breathed in loudly, but then she calmed down. Okay, yes, she... definitely. She didn't react this way when Ira died, did she? Or if she did see it, she didn't react to it. Just making her look like a freak. And Cora could see Superbia and Ira leaving the group to deal with whatever madness had taken her. I know you don't want to believe me, but there was something. Maybe it's the helmet. It just came to me. When she died, it's like we... connected? Don't be ridiculous now. That's impossible. Girl felt like an abyss was growing in her stomach. In fact, Nvidia didn't trust her enough to believe her was eating at her. Perhaps you're going down a dangerous road by insisting on this vision. Maybe leaving it aside will be for the best. The only person in the group who remained close to the dead body was Gula. She was kneeling beside it, as if she was regretting the outcome in some fashion. That makes sense, as she and Luxuria had been close before. If you could call that close. You aren't making any sense. And hey, Bia, Ira, come back here, will you? We have to decide what we're doing now. We need some order in the group, or anarchy will reign. What we're doing? Isn't it obvious? And Cora asked the question, but her vision faded right afterwards. Oop. Very soon, everyone's helmets displayed that fake environment again. And he wasn't done giving them instructions. Greetings once more. I'm sure you'd rather not see me again, than after the vote and your forced witness of a dead body. I would like to remind you that there will be 5 more in total today other than this one, so you should strap yourselves in. The carnage isn't over yet. Far from it. Fortunately for you, now you have an hour of respite. Please use your time well. We'll be heading towards more of those education rooms now. If you'd remember the room you woke up in, they're a little like that. All the me cards are hidden further inside. To progress, you will have to unlock the door leading to the hallway, much like how you have unlocked the previous one. That is correct. Another puzzle awaits you. Hopefully you didn't kill off your best puzzle solver yet, or else you would regret it now. Timer inside of Ancora's helmet read exactly 4 hours remaining. Once you've made your way inside, you'll have to split up into 3 groups. Maybe 1, 2, or 3 in a group. The very moment 4 people enter the same classroom, they will surrender their right to live. Each classroom has an assigned subject for you to study, and a question to answer. The subject in question will be given to you personally by me after 39 seconds have elapsed since the room's door has been opened, which is also when it will close and lock. Don't you feel smarter by learning various subjects? Not the smart thing to do, not opening the doors until you are ready to go in, otherwise it will lock you out for 39 minutes. Please remember that once you enter a room, you will also only have 39 minutes before you surrender your right to live. Time is of the essence, and I will stop taking it from you for now. From now on, I will only appear to give you each room's subject as you enter them. I wish all 7 of you good luck, and don't forget, I'll see you later. Then the image faded once more, and Cora's vision was replaced with the real world again. She looked at Tristitia. He took an uneasy pose, no doubt thinking all that would information over. Before Cora could resume the topic, Gula and the others approached her, hounding her in Tristitia's stead. Pray enunciate yourself, Cora. Far from me to entertain the veracity of such a senseless thought, yet I am curious about the vision. What transpired in it? All of Cora's previous instability came back at once, hitting her like a truck. I saw her Lux, or Nico. I spoke to her. I spoke to Nico. I spoke to her and she said she was dead. This is going to go well. But it wasn't me. It was me, but it wasn't me. Suburbia and Ira had come back at Tristicia's demand, both of them looking upon the wreck that Ancora had become. What are you talking about? You aren't making any goddamn sense. I don't really get it either. But, shouldn't we get a move on and start making up teams like what me said? Nvidia agreed to that course of action, and so did Tristicia. Ancora was still almost hyperventilating, but by now the group was more focused on their own survival than her state of being. I saw her, I swear. Okay, whatever. Look, we have to make the groups now. So either you come with all of us, or you're going there alone. She can't come with all of us, actually. Me said that we have to split up, but we can't bring more than 3 people in one room. I think if we're to explore 3 rooms again, then we have to split 3-2-2. We could always make 2 groups of 3 and one stays alone. Wouldn't that be quite sad for her, however? As much as I want to be nice, it's not really my problem, to be honest. As much as I'd want to agree with you, Ira, we do have to keep our teams balanced, because we have to get the me cards from inside. It would be stupid to send this insane bitch alone just to have her unable to bring the me cards to us. Yeah, okay, sure. So let's make 3 teams of 2, and we'll bring her with one of them, I guess. How are we going to determine that? I didn't say to bring her along, either. Isn't it just better to leave her out if she's going to be a problem? It's not like we all have to go in, right? Suburbia's voice slowly died off in the distance. Oh, she's gone. And Cora wanted to prove that she wasn't insane. While they debated over the teams, the girl made her way down to the doors adjacent to the set they took to get to the crossroads. It looked much like the other set when it was closed. Oh, puzzle time. A firm push proved she wasn't going to open them by any other way than the puzzle. It was, of course, what had been planned. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Next to the doors, a panel was containing a square puzzle much like the one she previously solved. It wasn't the same puzzle, though. Obviously. A good way to prove to them otherwise is to solve the puzzle. If that's done, then they'll have no choice but to realize no one's insane here. At least that was the thought. And Cora stood in front of the 2 doors alone. With a sharp inhale, she looked at the panel and started solving it to open them. Well, let's do it. Me? What? What? Excuse me. I am really confused. Huh. False. I don't even know what to do with this. I mean, let's try this. Okay, I was right, but I couldn't figure out what to do with the extra M's. You solved it! God, that got me for a bit. With the extra M's, you have to handle the... yeah, just make a bigger E. Doors unlocked, and Cora finished solving the puzzle. Giving only one of them a light push, she confirmed that they could be opened and left their immediate area to head back to the 6 other survivors. The entire process had taken a few minutes, yet when she rejoined them, it didn't take long for her to understand the discussion about how to handle the team still wasn't over. First of all, we should make the teams. Then we can decide what we'll do with her. Okay, that's fair, I suppose. How do we divide, though? You and Bia are adamant about going together. Won't that be unbalanced? It would be. We all need to have a team that has someone good at solving those rooms, which would be Viddy and me. Ula can't be that bad either if they escaped their room, too. Unless the one who was good was in fact the one who died, which then begs the question why they died at all. Though Gula's been unresponsive for a while now anyways. We're going in a circle. You want me and Bia to split? Well, that's fine, I guess. Pribia didn't like that, and she glared at the two that were trying to split her up, from Ira. Aw. And Cora chimed in before the situation deteriorated further. I opened the doors. The puzzle, that is, it's solved now. Ah, you're back. I noticed you'd left a little earlier. There's a definitive change in Vidya's tone toward her. Not sure how much I can count him as an ally anymore. Maybe it's best to be wary. Yeah, well, I thought it would be a good idea to do that while you all talked. It's not like you'd have given me a chance to explain myself, or that you'd be willing to believe me without thinking I'm weird. Vidya scratched the back of his head a little bit, as if he was embarrassed about his behavior towards her. Justicia didn't put so much as a veil over his own beliefs. That's true, but still solving the puzzle is good. See? She's still good. She's not gone mental. She can come with one of our teams. Whatever. What are the teams like in your head, oh great horseman? It'd be something like... First team would be Vidya and Ula. Second team would be myself and Bia. And the third would be you, Ava, and Cora. If you think I'm going to group with you... Yes, what if I think so? What if we do have to balance ourselves out this way so we actually all live? As if most of your common survival really matters. I know you don't give a shit about anyone else, Bia, but if we die, you die too. You keep repeating that too. Will you get it already? You didn't sound too pleased with her, but she just shrugged nonchalantly, as if it had truly had nothing to do with her. Fine then. You're right. Happy now? No, not really. I won't be happy until all this is over. Poor Viddy. Have we decided yet then? I don't really have a preference one way or the other. As far as I'm concerned, I feel more like an observer than a real participant right now. Alright, sorry. I didn't really consult you when thinking those teams over. He dismissively waved in the air. No, it's fine. Like I said, I don't have a preference. We should get a move on. Remember, our time is ticking down, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. My time is not going to stop at all. It will if we don't hurry. We're closer to 10 past the hour. Let's go. The group was, for the major part, in agreement. Gula had remained almost completely silent since Luxuria had died. After a second or so, she decided to join them again, still mute to all attempts at conversation on the way. It was like she didn't really know what she was going to do anymore. As they set off towards the new set of doors, and Cora... Ooh! Walked with Gula. Despite her best efforts, the cowgirl remained completely mute, and Cora chose to walk in silence with her regardless. The others were all too content to let the two of them follow along without raising their voices. Still, despite the lack of communication, and Cora felt a bit of kinship with her. They say that ostracized people sometimes end up forming their own groups. Like the kids who get bullied at school, end up becoming friends. Now, Gula didn't get ostracized the same way because her silence is completely voluntary, but it's still similar, I think. Close enough. Probably. The silence wasn't allowed to continue for much further, though. Oh. So, how's the puzzle? And Cora didn't realize she was being addressed until Avarisha spoke again. Hey, anyone home? She snapped her fingers, which brought Cora back to reality. Truth be told, she had been deep in thought too, much like Gula. Oh! Sorry, I was thinking about... things. The puzzle wasn't too bad, I guess. It only took me a few minutes. This kind of puzzle is nothing for someone like me. Maybe I could have done it even faster. Good to know, then. We have a good chance of making it out of our room after all. Hey, what does that mean? Do you also think I'm loopy? Can't deny that having visions doesn't make you look too sane. The group arrived at a small intersection in the hall. There was a tiny part leading further in, towards two doors, much like the ones they'd gone through a moment ago, and a longer hallway gave way to a bend. This is where we split up, I think. There's a door ahead that can be opened for a classroom that most likely contains some me cards. Bea and I should head over there. Nobody made you the leader. If anything, that was my idea too. The earlier I'm in there, the earlier I can leave it. Deciding not to futilely argue against the rabbit, the horse waved at the rest of the group before trudging off towards the door. Superbia followed him without so much as the same courtesy. Oh well. After that, and Cora... Good luck anyways. I hope to make it out alive and swiftly. Superbia finally deigned to reply right before she vanished inside, the hand making that gross gesture disappearing into the room last. The rest of the group was unconcerned by it, but Ancora felt a bit annoyed. Hey, we still getting trust me? What a bitch. I mean, really. There's no point even thinking of being nice to her. The group was left to its own volition following all that. I guess Ula and I will take the next one then. Ula nodded her head in acknowledgement. Gee, this room is going to be fun, I can just tell. The sarcasm in his tone wasn't lost on Ancora. She wished she could say something to lighten up the mood, but everything she thought up didn't seem good enough. In the end, she remained silent, just like Gula. The larger group walked further down the hall. About midway, there were two doors that led to different classrooms. True to his word, Invidia pulled Gula over to the first of them, leaving the second to Ira, and Cora, and Avarisha. Ira room. Can't say I'm a fan of locking myself up in one of those death cages again, but I'll stop complaining and go. Besides, you get to be with a cute girl and a mature woman. Yeah, those are probably the most dangerous things in there. Fair. Avarisha disregarded his peek and lazily walked into the classroom after opening the door. Ira followed her, after shrugging at the remaining girl, who also followed after him. I'm glad we managed to reach an outcome without tearing each other's heads off for once. Whoa. Cora mumbled to herself, taking in the sight of what was inside the room. It was not actually a classroom. It was like the lobby of a large manor. The room was tall, and it seemed like there was a second floor above. This place is really big. What does it mean to represent? And why is this in the school? I don't know. I think I know this place, but my head hurts when I think about it too much. Are we supposed to take the balcony? Are we supposed to take the balcony too? We walk through here, up there? After giving it a moment of consideration and trying to move closer to have a better look at it, and Cora realized there was no going up there. There was a ceiling. It only appeared as though you could get to the second floor. Got it. Losing my train of talk. I see. So it's not really it's not really like a second floor. It's an optical illusion. The ceiling is painted as if there was a second floor, but doesn't really have one. That's kinda fucked up. 39 seconds leading to Mia's announcement elapsed, and the door locked to trap the three of them inside of this lobby. Mia peered upon their helmets, true to her word. Isn't this place just grand? It's really expensive to get a house to look like this. Not only is it expensive, but it's pretty much impossible unless you have more money than sense. But we're not here to figure that out. That has nothing to do with your immediate stitches. Yeah. That has nothing to do with your immediate situation. What you're going to figure out here is a murder. Yes, I'm sure you've all found that newspaper article that talked about it before. That is not exactly relevant right now, but there's a murderer in your group. Your task is to figure out who it is and then tell me. I'm sure you can understand there is only one murderer, too. That's correct. None of the others have committed the crime of murder as of your incarceration, so please take that to heart and work together. Then again, in this kill me game, you're all criminals, so who knows how much you can trust anybody still. Alright, for the answer, I'm not looking for a name. Instead, you'll be working to tell me which personality did the murder. If you aren't familiar with it, you'll find something that will help you delineate all of that in this duo of rooms. I'll see you later. So this is definitely the room that Tristan and Superbia were in. That other route. Once again, this vision of me disappeared, and light returned to their eyes, filtered through the canvas of the masks they wore. I think we're going to call it at this point. So, when we return, we will be dealing with this lobby, solving a murder. It's probably Bia, but we'll see. Until then.